This is the 1969 Triumph GT6 For Sale. I'm gonna do a walk around and talk a little bit about it. I acquired this car in 2014 from two gentlemen that owned about 4 vintage racing car out of in Washington. When I say vintage racing car, they don't beat up these cars. They just race on the weekends for fun. Anyhow, I'm gonna get into that later. Now, the car, it was restored off the frame, painted, and no rust or anything like that. So I'm going to walk around the car right now. You can see from distance it looks pretty good, but then I'm gonna show the little defects that he has. For instance, somebody backed up over here, and there's a little scratch over there, little dot right there, and also the hood. When you close the hood, the carburetor touched over there. Now, if you look at the car, it's a pretty much straight line everywhere. There's no major dents other than the things that I showed you. Pretty straight car, and was very lucky to have it for almost 8 years or so. And there's also a little ding right there. And other than that, you can see again, the car is pretty well. I'm gonna show the inside, so you can take a look on the inside as well. I have bought several antique cars. I love them. Here's the interior, wood dash. The seats are pretty good. And the only problem, when I say vintage racing car, they're good, but they didn't beat up this car. They just race on the weekends. But then the only thing is missing on this car is the inside carpet, as you can see, on both sides. And on the back of here as well. Now, there's some carpet over here, but on the back of it is missing. Now, as I said, when I say about vintage racing car, the good thing about it is this: you can get 3 types of cars. You can get the brand new, spanking new, perfect condition car, and you can get a piece of crap out of the barn. But the good thing about these racing cars, vintage racing cars, is because when you go to the track, the marshals must check your car. And if your car is not functioning properly, is mechanic correct, don't let you drive. Oil spills and things like that. And here's the history of this car. Oh, the pages are glued. So it shows every single day when they raced it, among other papers I'm gonna send to you guys, that the car is being in good condition. So that's the cool thing about having a car that's perfectly sound, mechanic sound working. And let me show the engine right now to you guys. And as you might know, on GT6, it's a straight 6-cylinder. And the beauty of having a kind of race car, you get some upgrades. You got shocks, high performance shocks, and you also get the stronger sway bar. This car basically doesn't leak oil at all. It works fine. Here's one side of the engine, a higher intake water cooler, and as you can see, the engine's perfect. It doesn't leak any oil. There's no dirt or anything like that. And that's the cool thing about this car. Is gotta be mechanically sound and safe to be on the track, and that's a good thing about having it. Let me start up the engine for you. Let me bring the camera close to the engine so you can hear how it sounds. No knockings, no leak, nothing wrong at all. Let me rev it up a little bit. I take very good care of this car. I enjoy it very much. And so now let me try to make a video. I'm gonna bring the car for oil change right now. So I'm gonna show you the car under the carriage, okay? So this under the car, as you can see, there's no rust at all. I'm actually getting the oil change right now. That's the suspension, and then if you look at the carriage, of course a little bit dirty, gonna wash it today, but if you keep looking at it, there's no rust or any damage, major damage to the frame, no damage to the frame. And if you can keep on going to the back, there's the backs. Well, there's some spiders there, sorry. And that's the back again, the other side, and the back axle. So let me take the car for a ride right now so you can hear how it sounds and so forth. So first of all the electronic in the car works. Speedometer, the kind of funky speedometer, rev, everything else, highlight beams, turn signals, which is very unusual for the Lucas company. That's the company who makes the wires on this car. So how the car rides? Well, it rides like a 1969 car. It means a 52 years old car. So if you're gonna ask me if it's comfortable, well, it's not comfortable. It makes noise, it rattles a little bit, but everything works. But it is what it is. You're talking about 52-year-old car still on the road and still safe to drive. Now, as I say, all the electronics work, horn, everything else. You're driving a car that freaking 52 years old, man, and I just love it. It's very mechanical. Doesn't smoke, but you do smell a little bit of gas because the firewall's right in front of you. But it is what it is. There's something nostalgic about driving these old cars. You gotta understand that this thing is 52 years old and it's still going. It's still strong. It's still doing what's supposed to do. And has a little bite to it, you know. It's a straight six, as you know, with a lot of torque. But if you ask me if you're looking for a perfect car for long distance, no. But you can take every weekend for a nice ride, 2, 3, 4 hours ride, that's fine. But if you're gonna stay on it more than 5 hours, I don't recommend it. Now, one thing people don't understand is that you gotta appreciate a car like this. You know, to be on the road for 50 years old and still going strong is something rare to happen. And I like to say this to people all the time. Yes, I'm the owner right now, but honestly, I don't think I'm the owner. I'm just the custodian of this car right now, because I hope I'm gonna find somebody who is gonna appreciate this car as much as I have. It served its purpose. It made me very happy, and I took good care of it, and I hope I'm gonna find somebody who can do the same to this little thing and keep on going, you know. It's a very unique little car to have. Not many of these were made. They made a lot of the Spitfire, which is the convertible ones, but the GT6, you're not gonna see many of them on the road. I think that's only 13 or 12,000 made up to date. So I hope you enjoy as much as I enjoy this car. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Good luck for those who buy it. Take care, guys. Be safe. Bye bye.